Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Hey. All right. Anyway, we have a message today.
I'm hungry.
I was hungry when I wrote this on Tuesday. It's called War of the Angels. So, yeah. That's me.
You are the War of the Angels?
I'm not the War of the Angels. Somebody else.
Chris is.
All right. Overview. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the Kool-Aid man to pop through the wall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would be bad.
Fix that wall.
So, without further ado, we move on to the story, and then we shall do how it applies to your life. Story: The War in Heaven.
Epic.
There was a war in heaven. It was between Satan, represented as the dragon, and his angels, now called demons. And Michael and his angels. A little confusing, angels versus angels.
Who's Michael?
Bad angel.
Michael is what people would call an archangel now, and he leads.
Awesome.
He's awesome. He's like a warrior. He's a warrior.
He's like brave.
All right. Revelation 12:7. All the scripture this today is from Revelation 12. Revelation 12:7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Not bad. So pretty much what I said there is said there, except, mine's not in the Bible. That's just the way it is. Move on. The stalemate. They fought both sides, but neither was able to defeat the other at first. While Satan gained no ground nor anything in heaven, his time to lose would soon come. Revelations 12:8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Satan was fighting very, very hard to the full extent of his powers and the full extent of his angels / demons, whatever you want to call them now. I'll call them demons, just to. I'm going to call them demons just to relay, which side they're on, because they were both angels. So they were all fighting Michael and his angels. Now God didn't get involved while they were fighting at first. But you can imagine what happened when God did get involved. Things don't. Exactly.
Bang, bang, bang.
So move on, Chase. God owned Satan in the face. Short story short, because it is a short story. It's not long at all. You can read Revelations 12 and you'll get the entire story very quickly. It's not long. Satan was defeated and he and his angels were cast out of heaven. He was cast to earth. Guess what? He did not like that. So Satan will continue to defy God and heaven until he is cast into the lake of fire, which I imagine he will like even less. Now, God casts Satan and his angels, who we call demons, out. And he doesn't cast them to hell, where we would imagine. He casts them to earth. Where do we live? Earth. Earth, Chris.
I like it here.
I like it here. Anyway, cast down to earth. This is where Satan gets off messing with us.
We go.
So that's the story. Yes. So anyway, let's think about this. This was a war between two sides that were once on the same side. A divided heaven. I would assume that you have issues in your life that divide.
Yes.
Let's look at some. Alright. Let's face it. You have friends. Except for Kyle.
I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend.
I'm sure.
You have friends, and there have been divisions between you and them. They. I don't know.
Him?
Have you ever been angry at somebody? The answer, yes, is yes. But you might be thinking, wait, God cast the devil out of heaven after a divide. Should I cast my friends out or something? The answer is no.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's. I cast people out the window. That's why there's not that many people here. You don't have the authority to do that. You see, God cast him away because he defied him. Satan defied God. God has ultimate authority and power, so he can do that. He can get away with that. You see, Satan was going directly against God's ways when he is supposed to be an angel, which is a direct follower. I mean, they just do whatever, no questions, no free will. Satan defied that. Therefore, he was cast out. But when it comes to you and your friends, what authority do you have?
0.
0. I mean, you can't decide what people are going to do, what people are going to say, because, truth be told, we don't have that much power. I don't want to say we're powerless beings, because we're not. We have free will that gives us power. It gives us quite a bit of power, actually. But compared to God, we have no power. We are weak, which is why we need Him to hold us up and to make us what we should be. We're weak people. We weren't necessarily made to be strong. We were made to need Him. And that's all good. Just don't cast your friends out for no good reason, Chloe.
Yeah, come on,
What if
Chloe.
there's a good reason?
Don't be
What if there's a good
absurd.
reason? Give me a good reason.
Like if you got, like, in the world of girls, if there's a girl, like if you have a friend that becomes the S word, yeah. So,
Whoa, it's a little risque.
Okay.
Talking about
Let her go on, let her go on.
like, even if you,
Like moose?
A smurf.
anyway.
Just let her go
But what
on.
if you like really try to like make it work and it just can't because they just won't change even if you try?
Alright, I have an
And
excellent
perfect.
example. Well, not necessarily a great example of that particular scenario. Me and my good friend, not naming any names, you all
I
know who he is.
know his name.
I know his name. Well, he got into some stuff that I didn't really care for, and he started dating somebody, and then gradually we started not talking at all. And then I was eventually like, okay, I don't need this guy in my life. He drags me down, everything. He's a pain. All he does is come to me and complain. And then eventually I decided the reason why I put up with him to begin with was because, make jokes if you will, I love the guy.
Yes, I love that too.
He was, whenever I was really upset, he knew what to do to make me laugh. I mean, he may not have been the best friend,
No, but he does help.
but he helps. He's a good guy. His intentions are good. What's the point of breaking something that you once had? I mean, I understand certain situations. You want to cast your friends out. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense in a human context.
Can I add something? I
Sure.
think the only thing to be careful of as a Christian is if you're losing yourself. Like,
Yes.
if you can't maintain your moral standards and your stuff around them, then yeah, you need to
Well, yeah.
lose them. But
You
as
do.
long as you can be a strong influence in their life, however much.
But you know what a good thing is? You can take some time away from that person. That's what I did. And then it makes you restructure everything in your head. Makes you rethink what your values are, what their values are, and what you can do to keep their values from becoming your values. I'll hang out with them, have a great time, fun time, go out, buy boxing gloves, boxing,
Yes.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
That was fun.
It was fun. And it's nothing. He's not going to pressure me to do any of the stuff that he wants to do because he realizes that I have my own stuff, even though he doesn't want to. He realizes that I have this that I have to do.